This is Ingrid Valerie. She is a freelance artist and she mainly paints murals. She has done multiple murals all over the Philippines, Malaysia as well. At the beginning of her career, like most artists, she started from commissioning graphite and charcoal drawings. She also does some modeling from time to time. We were lucky enough to finally get to interview her, as she has been busy constantly traveling back and forth to Makati to Laguna for work. The night I interviewed her was not actually planned out. We coincidentally went to the same coffee and arts festival in Central Park at the time, so we decided to do the interview right then and there. That's why I didn't get to bring my team to properly interview her. She was also unprepared to be interviewed because we already had a planned schedule for another day to interview her in her work site.
First question. How old were you when you discovered your talent?
One, I think I have to introduce myself first.
Ayaw nga po.
Yeah.
Or more like I was the one who's unprepared. So it was super awkward for both of us. But she ultimately handled the interview like a champ and even guided me on how I should start the interview. It was very cool. My name is Sean Marky Buni and you are watching Ingrid Valerie's Q&A interview. And I hope you enjoy.
Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you rin po, Ate Barbie.
Hi. So I think what I was called here is like to interview me about my journey as an artist. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. Okay. You want to get started?
Yeah, sure. Let's begin with question number 1.
How old were you when you discovered your talent?
I think I considered it as a talent when I started getting commissions and getting praised. So I considered it as a talent when my mom kept telling me this is not just something I will I got as a child because I learned for it. So I think I'll consider it that I discovered it when I was around 14.
What degree did you take in college?
Actually, I'm not in college yet. I'm only in grade 11. Like I only finished grade 11, but I'm actually supposed to be in the same grade as you are, but I stopped 2 years. So this year hindi na naman ako nag-enroll, pero dapat first year na.
What is the best and worst thing about being muralist?
One of the best thing that of being a muralist is, one, there's the factor that I can provide for my family, and I can fulfill my name as an artist, and I get to travel and all that. But there's a lot of sacrifice when, as a muralist, you're losing your quality time with your family because it's work, it's physical work. I guess yung worst talaga is you're exposed to chemicals that you're not supposed to be, especially medyo, I'm a little too young to be handling, too much paint. And yeah, losing quality time, not having enough time for your social life because you're too busy with your career. But overall, you just have to learn to balance it, and I'm still learning that way.
How do you price your art commission?
So siguro mag-focus muna tayo sa murals. For now, I don't really price them na per square feet. Dati kasi per square feet, and usually, when it comes to murals, ayun talaga yung key. Is para hindi ka masyado baratin, hindi ka rin masyado mag-overprice. Per square feet namin siya kino-cost per square feet. So for example, this is a square feet that is 12 by 12 inches, and depending on the artist, depending kung gaano siya kagaling, depending kung gaano siya kabilis, depending kung gaano kaganda yung name niya at reputation niya sa art community, pwedeng ma-range yung mural per square feet niya or yung prices niya from 300 pinakamababa to 1,000 to 1,500 per square feet. So, imagine yung A4 sa atin. Yung mga normal commissions, di ba ang mura? Na siguro 1K, 1.5. Pero sa murals, kapag medyo mataas yun na, pwede siyang mag-range doon. Pero for me, I estimate my costs. Kasi hindi siya logical para maging square feet. So yeah, kino-cost ko na like, in-estimate ko, this will take me a few days, this will take me so much paint, and basta pag malayo, ganun. In-add ko lang siya sa cost and everything.
What are the challenges that you face professionally?
There's a lot. especially since I'm still learning how to be professional. There's a lot of breakdowns and there's a lot of mistakes, especially yung mga mentor ko, they're very strict with me in handling my career. So, siguro, kailangan, pinaka-nahihirapan ako is pag super strict ng mentor. Kailangan ko mag-adjust sa attitude niya and kailangan mo rin makisama and everything else under that. And siguro yung the cost, because being an artist in the Philippines is not very logical, especially if, I don't wanna discourage it, pero pag walang pera, like if hindi ako supported by my parents siguro, hindi ko siya itutuloy. And yeah, there's a lot of factors that we have to take in.
Is it exhausting to travel around the country to do your commission work?
Yes, definitely. It is very, very tiring. So, for example, earlier I was from Trece Martires Cavite. And then on Monday, in like a day from now, Laguna na naman. And then balik to Trece. So, kapag wala kang car, wala kang way of transportation na constant, learning places and learning where you have to go and baka maligaw ka, it's really hard. It's exhausting. And one, you have to bring your materials. Two, you have to learn how to travel. Three, possible na inconvenient mo pa yung client mo kapag susundin ka niya or hindi. And yeah, overall, medyo dangerous talaga. Especially, I travel alone most of the time.
Do you usually get burned out from working on longer or bigger commissions? How do you cope with it?
So, this year, I have not been stopped to paint. So, it's literally like, siguro longest break is maybe a month. Pero, from January, hindi ako tumigil. So, binurn out ko na naman sarili ko these past few months. And I think now, super burnt out na ako. Like, sobrang drain na talaga. So, I'm going home finally. And I'm going to rest for maybe a day. And so, basically, how I get over it, kailangan lang talaga yung home nyo, yung pahinga mo, siguro yung comfort people mo. For me, it's my mom, my dog, and Nabi. And so, it's really hard to like get over the burnout, especially if, oh my God, may dadating na naman project, hindi ka pwedeng, hindi ka pwedeng makat sa flow. So, it's really tiring. Siguro, how to fuel back yourself is yung support, yung constant support from your friends, your family, people in general who support your craft, and learn how to also pamper yourself after the project. So actually, after the project, ayoko magpahinga, pero yung client ko, nakita na kasi how tired I was, so sabi, sige, mag-book ka ng hotel. Ibabook ka namin ulit ng hotels. Kumuha ka ng may bathtub. Huh? So, ayun. Natulog ako sa mga bathtub mga 3 hours. Ganun. And yeah, after that, medyo na-recharge ako, pero hindi talaga matatanggal yung pagod. So, kailangan talaga mag-rest very, very long. Yung hindi ka rin nag-iisip ng creative ideas para pati mind mo and creative juice mo ma-refill. Ganun.
Out of all the commissions and artworks you have done, what is your favorite and why?
Siguro yung pinaka-favorite. It's one of the most challenging is siguro yung pinaka-favorite ko talaga is yung sa Malaysia. So, back in Malaysia, I got to work on a really big restaurant. And one of my top 3 things na favorite ko sa mural na yun. One, I got to travel, and second, I got to bring my mom. And third, it was my first international project. So, super excited ako. It was very new. There were a lot of problems, lalo na sa currency. Although, dun ako lumaki. Pero, it was very tiring. Hindi kami pwede matulog in like, hindi pwede. But I barely got to sleep in that 1 week because we were rushing. And nahingi ako sa client na dinala na nga nila ako sa bansa na to. Hindi ko matapos. So, there were so many problems, during that project. Pero, at least I overcome it. It's still one of my favorite memories. And yeah, parang it gave me a new sense of accomplishment something na, oh my God, I can do this. Maybe I can reach more in the future.
Has there ever been a commission that you've been working on that was changed at the last second? How did you handle it?
Oh my God, nakakainis yung mga ganon. So, yung sa 13, yung recent project ko, na Leaf, actually watercolor effect dapat siya. Pero, working on the project, the first day pa lang, hindi na nag-work out. There were a little bit of problem and hindi ko talaga siya matatapos in 3 days, which is opening na nila. So, on the spot, pina-change namin ni client and na mas kaya ko. And nagustuhan naman nila yung after nun. Siguro, ang pagdadaan mo lang is yung guilt. Kasi, oh my God, bakit hindi mo na-deliver yung gusto ng client? Second is, parang, disappointed na yung client mo, disappointed ka na rin kasi akala mo kaya mo eh. And then, third is, really, ayun yung main too. Pero, parang na-disappoint ka na kasi may timeline ka na, pero nakat ulit. Pero, yun, overall, nakabawi naman sa dulo. Siguro, always just communicate with your client kapag hindi talaga kayo nagkakasundo. Mag-communicate, basta matapos yung project and hindi naman sila lugi, hindi sila dissatisfied sa work mo. And as long as gustuhan pa rin nila yung output, I think work nyo naman yun in the after.
How do you separate your business life to your personal life?
Actually, I'm having a very, very hard time doing that since as a breadwinner, my life really goes around work and, building up my career and all that. I'm unable to separate it properly. Marami na inconvenient because most of the time, I mix my personal life with my work. So, let's say friends, sasama sila sa work and as well as my family, actually my whole family now, marunong kami paint because although gusto nila makasama, lagi kasi ako nasa work, lagi ako nasa projects. So, the only time that they get to hang out with me is kapag pupunta sila sa site or pagsasama sila sa project. So, it's very hard. And halos lagi ako wala sa bahay. Hindi ko nakakasama yung mga friends ko from home. And mahirap mag-feel at home at places, lalo na sobrang tagal bago ka umuwi a lot of the times. Kaya nakaka-homesick. Although maganda yung work, nakaka-homesick kapag hindi ka sanay mag-travel. Mahirap, maraming convenience, maraming ano yung word? May inconvenient. Yung sa Tagalog nun. Maraming nadamay kapag hindi mo ma-handle yung time mo at hindi mo ma-handle yung differentiate ng dapat personal so dapat work lang.
What should artists be prepared for when they are entering the art industry?
Oh, artists, ako nga rin, kailangan ko rin yung advice na yun eh. So, siguro, sobrang harsh ng mga mentors sa art community. Pero, kung gusto mo talaga, if gusto mo i-follow yung path nila, if gusto mo i-follow ng mentor mo, mahirapan ka talaga, madidrain ka, pero matututo ka and makikita mo on how they reach that level. Because, kung anong pinagdaanan mo, for sure pinagdaanan nila yan. Pero this time, if you have a mentor, much better. Kasi kung anong pinagdaanan nila, masasabi nila sa'yo and ma-advise ka nila. Siguro, another advice is for new artists who really want to go in the art community. Kailangan mo ng moral support. You have to have your support circle. And you have to have, people you can rest on. And of course, kailangan ko kasi yung support ng family ko. Kahit na hindi nila kaya ko i-support financially. Kahit moral support lang, sige go. Kakayanin mo. Be ready for all the toxic comments, for the harsh words, for the failure, and yung mga failures na mismo ikaw na sorry, parang hindi ko gusto yung work ko pero you can't stop eh. If you want to continue, you really can't stop. Marami kang pagdadaanan. Marami kang ma-feel, promise. masasaktan ka sobrang, medyo maraming beses, pero promise after you complete your masterpiece, after masatisfy ka sa work mo, hindi mapapatungan yun ng kahit anong ibang bagay at kahit anong ibang feeling. Dahil gawa mo yon, it's out of your emotions and it's something that you created from deep within. Yun. So, ayun. Pero, ingat lang. Maraming toxic sa community. Kailangan may backup ka. And that's that.
For you, what is the impact of art in the world? And is pursuing art as a career worth it? Why?
Hindi worth it. Hindi, ang hirap. Siguro, nag-iisip rin ako kung worth it talaga siya eh. Pero siguro at my pace right now, mahirap i-consider kung gusto ko pa siya ipagpatuloy. Pero of course, I don't think maiiwan ko siya anytime soon. Marami ang siguro kailangan rest and maraming rethink ng decision sa buhay. Worth it naman siya. Siguro wala pa lang ako sa point in my career na it was very worth it. Pero, looking back at all of my sacrifices and accomplishments and all of those people who supported me on the way, parang worth it naman. Super worth it. And especially, it's already an honor. Kasi for example, sino ba naman ako, di ba, para interviewin mo? Pero, you made your effort to interview me, to come to me, and, spend your time on me. So I feel like that's really very precious and, worth it na siya for the whole journey. I hope I see you in the art community much longer and in the future na mas umangat na tayo parehas. Ganun.
Is there any advice you would like to share to graduating high school or college artists?
For now, kakagraduate ko lang kasi ng high school siguro. Pero, hindi pa pala ako graduate ng high school. Hindi pa. So, ironic. Ironic na mag-a-advise ako. Pero, siguro from what I noticed from my friends, kayanin niyo yan, ginusto niyan, joke. Kaya niyo yan, promise. Sunurin niyo lang teachers niyo. Kasi ako, nung nag-school ako, lagi ako natutulog sa klase. Sorry na. Lagi ako natutulog sa klase, lagi ako napapagalitan. Lagi akong pinagsasabihan dahil lagi ako nagdi-drawing. Tapos, lagi ako nasa guidance. Dahil, ayun nga, nagkakalat ako ng pintura sa school. So, siguro different path, pero iba pa rin talaga may pinag-aralan. Ayun talaga yung gusto kong ma-achieve siguro in my whole art career is makatapos ng arts course or something, kahit art-related. Basta something to back up para may credentials din ako, hindi lang yung portfolio ko. Malaking bagay na rin kasi yung credentials, especially in the international world of art. Yun, so, kaya niyo yun. Kakayanin niyo yan. Congratulate din kayo. Fighting!
Alright, thank you Ate Valerie. Thank you very much for taking your time to be interviewed by me today. That is all.
Thank you so much, Sean. It's really a pleasure. Thank you for making me, for interviewing me, giving me your time. I know tired na tayo and I postponed this meeting quite a lot. So I hope you do well in your school year. Good luck. Kakayanin mo yan. Graduate nga yung senior nyo. Ayun lang naman.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.